For today's video, I have a little update on where I'm at with the Halo 3 Mythic Overhaul mod. I also have a few cool additions to the mod that I want to show off. Alright, so for the campaign portion of the mod, I'm pretty much done with the first iteration of it. Now, while there are tons of rebalance mods for Halo, I've done a whole lot more than just that. So on top of adjusting existing weapons, I've added new ones. I've swapped some models in-game for models that I think are very cool. I've added a whole new class of enemy, the skirmishers. I've changed up the ranks or added entirely new ones for various enemies in-game. I've added a new gore system, which I've talked about in my last video, and probably much more that I'm forgetting to mention. So yeah, like I've said, I'm pretty much done with implementing all of that into the campaign levels of Halo 3. Now all I've got to do is playtest and find bugs to fix. I also want to utilize my patrons to help me playtest this early version of the mod, so if you're interested, check out my Patreon link down below. Once I feel that the mod is in a good place, I'll be ready to release it to the public. Alright, let's get on to the stuff that I want to show off today. Have you ever wanted to use the Jackal shields in Halo? Well, now you can, and it functions exactly like the actual Jackal shield. My first person view for this was bugged for the longest time, but luckily for me, the person that helped me with the destructible hunter cannons helped me figure out the proper shader function for it. That being said, you should check out FunnyAnyway's Resurrection Revamp mods because they were a big help in getting this to look so nice. Okay, so my core philosophy when it comes to Halo 3 equipment is that it should be even more dynamic and interactive without dragging the combat down to a halt. So with the bubble shield equipment, I took a look at Reach's drop shields and made it destructible with gunfire. I've also changed the shaders of the bubble to reflect this. The outer glow shows you the health of the bubble, while the inner glow shows you the decay time of the bubble. Alright, let's move away from the campaign side of things. After I release the campaign portion of my Halo 3 Mythic Overhaul mod, I want to release a multiplayer themed mod. Not only will I be bringing all of the modded weapons into multiplayer, but I'm also going to be changing existing maps or swapping them out for all new maps entirely. Let's take a look at the multiplayer Spartan model that I've been working on. Now that I have a better understanding of model regions, I took the Halo 2 Anniversary Spartan model that I've been using and slapped various pieces of armor on it from multiple Halo games. I'm not quite done with this yet because I want to add a few more armor sets to the model, but it's looking pretty good. Alright, you may have noticed in the background that this map is kinda huge. Packaged with the multiplayer mod, I want to include a Forge expansion. The final map won't be super flat like it is right now because I want to add some landscape. As for the Forge palette, I want to add some Halo 2 Anniversary and Reach objects to Halo 3's palette so that I can enable players to build some really cool stuff. Alright, the final thing that I want to show off is this Pelican. Now, I'm ass with modding vehicles in Halo, so it's a little scuff. That being said, you can get in all the passenger seats and the driver has a singular rocket pod that they can lock onto vehicles with. I also experimented with making damage states for it as well, so now the pelicans can explode upon death. Now, thinking ahead past both the campaign and multiplayer releases for the mod, I want to get all of my modded stuff working in ODST. Also, I'll end up doing the opposite and get some ODST stuff into Halo 3. The engineers would be perfect to put in the campaign. Now, I've only been modding Halo for as long as the MCC has been on PC, but I've had interest in Halo mods since the days of Custom Edition on PC. It's actually been tons of fun learning the mod tools, and it's been really cool that people are genuinely excited to play the mod. I appreciate those that have been watching so far, and that are looking forward to the mod, but that's all I have to show off today. See ya.